I think one of the most special things about the shelter that people don't think about is the people. So the staff that works with the animals every single day, they are so dedicated, and they know every animal, just every quirk that it has and everything that it loves. And then we couldn't survive without our volunteers who come here every day and pet the cats and brush them and walk the dogs. And that's how our animals are enriched while they're here, and that makes for a better life when they leave here.
I've never worked with such an amazing group of people in my entire life. And obviously I'll miss the animals, but again, it almost feels like a more big picture thing. They come in and they go out and they come in, and it's just this constant rotating door. And I've so far only taken home one in the 3 years that I've been here, so I think I'm doing pretty good. And of course, when you do an intake on an animal or just make a connection with one in particular, it's exceptionally tough when they leave, but I wouldn't say that's generally day to day how it goes. It's kind of, you're like, hey, that's a beautiful fluffy thing. And the idea for us is that we're attempting to make a difference and a massive dent in our community and change people's perception of what it is that we do here and make sure that we're touching as many lives as we possibly can. And so in order to do that, you've got to kind of detach yourself just a little bit.
Like Bacon, I don't know if you saw Bacon's story. He had been here for so long.
A dog named Bacon, who was here for a while, a fairly large dog, who is a real sweetheart, staff favorite. We all love him. But he has a really hard time when he's left alone. And so we've worked with him very closely over several months of being here at the shelter. When he transitions to his new home, the owners that are coming for him in this week, the new owners, they know that they can't just leave him alone. And we will provide support in what that looks like and how to begin leaving him sort of so that he can be safe and happy in his new home, and that they don't have those anxiety issues.
Bacon is the love of my life. He came back twice, and he was here for close to 6 months, which is it's a really long stay for dogs in our shelter. And so finally last week, Bacon went home to his forever home. We feel very confident about it, but it was a tricky adoption. So this woman has experience with high stress dogs, which is great. And she is home most of the time, which is what we were looking for. Her husband's home. There will be someone with him at all times. And she was prepared, and she put a lot of time and thought into the adoption. She came and met Bacon 5 times, I think, before making the jump, and then she took him on a sleepover to make sure he was good in the home with them before finalizing adoption. So she really put in the time and the effort and the energy to making sure it was the right fit for him, which we appreciate because he couldn't stand to go home and come back one more time. It was just too much for him. So he's gone. I cried.
This is home for them, and we are their family until we find them the right fit moving forward. I think that everybody should have a companion animal, and I think that any dog or cat or fish or ferret or whatever it is that brings you joy, that you then reciprocate that joy to, and you guys have that bonding relationship, that's your companion.
Love, just like the same with people. It doesn't matter, people, animals, anything. That's what bonds everything, is love. And that runs deep here, I feel, which is cool. You can feel it sometimes. It's nice.
My goal is to make the dogs happy. That's pretty much it. If I make the dogs happy, then I've done my job. So it's all about making them happy. Because if they're happy, then they're not going to cause problems. So finding out the individual dog and what makes them happy. Because if you find out what makes them happy, then you can reinforce whatever you want them to do. And so if they're not happy, then it's really difficult to work here. And you get to work with fluffy things, so right? And we get puppies in a whole lot, so that's nice. And
This place is like a magnet. I can't seem to not come back. And every single day I'm excited. And I think not only is it a fantastic community of people that I work with, but the animals, I know that's cliche to say, the animals, but it's true. I come and I get to watch them come here, be nervous and scared and not know what's happening to them, get into the shelter, like slowly warm up to me, and I get a relationship with them, and then I get to see them go to homes. Like that is like probably sends off so many like neurotransmitters in the brain because it's all happy. Like I get to see this like journey they go through, and it's addictive.
It's the animals a lot. It's getting to come and see the animals that we're helping, and you come one day and your favorite animal's gone and you're just so happy because they found their forever home, and it's amazing. Bacon. But it's also the people. Like the people are so important, and it's the people that work here that care so much, but it's the people in the community that we're helping so much that maybe we've just given them their very best friend, and they're so appreciative. Or these kids come in and they are so happy to be able to pet a cat for an hour, or we're out in the community with animals, and it just brightens people's day. So it's helping the community so much that I think keeps all of us come in with a smile on our face every day.